This is EG versus CDEC.
Honestly, it's not about us. It's about the players and Aggressive. The Lifestealer, it was a really YOLO pick. Defensive positions, because as soon as you use the Yule Scepter on yourself, you're still Lina with 900 HP, not a lot of armor, right? And you're stuck in the position that you were before. Like, this is meant to be an offensive item by all means.
Oh, they bring in the familiars. This could be the setup here. 1 stun, 2 stuns on Fear, but is that the hero you want to jump? Tanky and only a support? Seems no, but EG are going to look to farm these. Another round of charge. This time they're going to go. They try to use the familiars as bait. Uppercut comes in on the Fear. He's still very tanky, and Lifestealer is going to engage into the fight. Tries to go. Pops out into the Infest, and will look to retreat. Still nobody dead just yet. A lot of spells committed. Everybody walks away. What did Sumail doom there? Was it a creeper?
No, he doomed the Lina.
You know the early moves. It's EG. Mostly forced to give up objectives, but they are still farming quite well.
Yeah, and they're doing a really good job so far of scouting out vision, making sure that Arteezy is getting free farm during this time, and this is the type of hero that Arturo really likes to play, the ones that can kind of just force out the waves immediately, just with 1 or 2 abilities, and create space for himself. And you notice that he's used the Helmet Dominator to grab this Harpy Stormcrafter, who's got fantastic vision for a neutral creep. Like, look how far along it can see. And this is going to help him just farm out the jungle repeatedly. Like, look at the position that he's taken so far.
Oh,
he might just get caught out.
Oh, Arteezy really playing with fire there.
But this forced a lot of rotation.
I mean, that was the creep, though, you know? If he didn't see that snowball coming a split second earlier, he may just die there. Go down, still looking for his level 6. Nice pick off there.
But the Lina is getting opened up on in the river, or the SF.
No. In the end, it's Arteezy who does get punished. So a nice trade there. CDEC lose their bounty hunter, do manage to grab the Shadow Fiend. Arteezy's still on top of the net worth chart. I mean, the man knows how to farm, that is for damn sure, but does die now. And CDEC, if history is our guide, they may look for a push off of that. Maybe not yet.
Yeah, despite how much farm he's been able to get and how greedy he's been, this Lina has done such a good job of keeping up, and you can tell that Shiki, his other heroes are good, but his Lina really kind of sets him apart. Like, this is the hero that you can tell he's the most comfortable on, and for Lina to be ahead in net worth against a Shadow Fiend who had some ancient stacks, had some jungle stack.
And he gets going, it is very hard to stop.
Yeah, this is going to create a lot more space for Aggressive, who can kind of focus on farming a little bit more than he did in that previous game.
Are they actually trying to do this?
This is why you're seeing...
These items allow them to. They've got the Vlads, they have the Dominator, the minus armor, but it's very risky.
I don't think you throw the Wave of Terror right now. You just allow for the natural DPS of the Shadow Fiend and the crit will Doom to be able to tank this up for you.
This is the go-to play for the American teams. Arteezy will grab the Aegis. Do they get out? Xy's on the hunt. He trucks out the shards. It's a catch only on PPD though. Sumail on the other side of it. Arteezy down in the river. They are going to isolate Garter, bring down the Bounty Hunter as well. And Sumail just kind of watches. There was a jump in from Universe, but he's fighting into a lot of firepower. They doom Shiki after the Laguna Blade. And CDEC try to deathball this, but Arteezy is getting up so many raises in this fight. In fact, pop back out, try to commit onto Sumail. There's an armlet on Aggressive, but he is silenced currently.
Oh, he's not going to get it.
Gets up the rage just barely, but can he armlet toggle this? Snowball coming in, he does! He toggles in! Aggressive, still rage! Can he toggle again? Yes, he will! Jumping on to Fear, the Familiars finish the job. They've gotten 4! It's Arteezy against the world! Can he get that raise? He wants it! He wants it bad! There's another rage available, pops it. Familiar stun. And will disengage. Masterful play there by Xy with the snowball. And the armlet toggling blitz, he was on point. Do they find someone? It's Sumail off the bat. He's got the Alpha Wolf here. He's a big source of damage, but he's also a big source of gold to see that quickly mow him down. And we'll wrap up onto the tower.
I think EG have to just give this up. Shiki still has this combo available. You don't even want to go for the deny or anything like this. It's a little bit too risky. If the Yule Scepter hits you, just because of the numbers advantage, CDEC will swarm and go for you. And EG, they've done a pretty good job so far of not allowing for track kills. They make sure that Garter dies in the beginning of the fight, but maybe it's too big of a commitment as they're just getting... It's a little bit obvious. It stands out a little bit.
Hey guys, how's it going? You forgot about me! Jumping onto PPD, has the rage going, and is going to engage. Can't finish anyone off yet, but the snowball coming in with the shards is sufficient. Universe also isolated, looks for the hook. He does, but it's a death hook. His last words before going down. Aggressive has the rage soon. Does he look for more? They've managed to get 2 tracks out now. EG. You know, Blitz, one thing we haven't really discussed This EG lineup is not very good at holding towers if they're playing from behind like this.
Most importantly, they don't really have the disables they need, and the initiation isn't quite there. Everybody from CDEC, they move so quickly, LD. You've got a Yule Scepter on one hero, the multiple tracks, the ability for this team to engage and disengage immediately. It makes it hard for you to utilize the net worth of the Shadow Fiend, because what ends up happening is, it almost looks like for a second they overcommit, but Arteezy just can't chase anybody.
And as farmed as the Shadow Fiend is, it almost feels like they're just able to ignore him in these fights. Yeah, he's got the Aegis. Yeah, he's still the leader in net worth. But they just kind of fought around him there. Oh, this time they might fight onto him. They do use the open wounds here. Arteezy tries to turn, go for the auto attack. They uppercut Sumail, swapped, and tries to get up the Doom. He will manage to do so, but again, the Laguna Blade quick on the draw. Cheeky is going to look to skate his way out of here. Sumail, tiny on, is going to survive. Arteezy laid up. The Raze is standing through it all. They bring down the Tusk. The Lina should barely make it out, it seems. But CDEC are thwarted, and now they're going to lose. Potentially, in fact, it is already a second. They get the Goblin. Bounty Hunter down as well. And that CDEC lead, a frantic scramble. I mean, you said swarming, and it was starting to feel like a 6-pull with just like a horde of Zerglings rushing at the enemy base, but EG, they've stabilized a bit now.
Because for once, you were able to... Wow, Q. In that last game, the Ancient Apparition was on point throughout most of that game, and this time again, he's proved to be a thorn in EG's side, but this time around, the reason why the fight went okay is because CDEC actually opened up on Arteezy, and they realized, okay, we're not killing him fast enough, plus he has the Aegis, but by the time they kind of started diverting their attention away, he had already done a lot of damage to them.
Kim is going to settle down a bit now, and in all of that chaos, it is, I think, very important to note that CDEC got down some great deep wards here. Now, we'll see if these result in much. Currently, Darkness has been employed, so not particularly effective, but EG bring 3 heroes towards top. What's next for Arteezy? Is he just going to totally skip a BKB this game, do you think, Blitz, or does he go back for it at some point?
It's difficult to go for one just because the Lina will eventually go for an Aghanims on her own, and speaking of the Lina's build, she actually has a BKB. This is such a significant item because even if she gets doomed, she can just kind of run out, reset the fight as long as she make it hard for them to kite by slowing them down with it. Go for the chase. Make yourself a target in the middle of the fight for your team to fight around. The problem right now for me, though, is...
There's the hook. That's the problem for Shiki. He gets hooked, but the BKB helps him out of it here. It won't help him against physical damage. He gets off the Yules, but then the Requiem awaits him on the way down. Swap back in by PPD, making the plays. They're going to lose MC next, and potentially even more here. Running for his life is Garter. Familiar's going to get cleaned up. And they did not actually end up deploying the Doom there, but didn't need it. Just that quick hook from Universe.
Use the Doom on him that time. And this is going to allow Sumail to open up on Aggressive like he does right now.
Jumps in. Fear's going to chase this one out. Has the silence. They've got the lockdown. And they get the kill. EG patient, even while CDEC was mounting their offensive. And now they've clawed this game back to dead even. And it might even go their way after this tower when the graph updates and shooting straight up there in their favor. Roshan also just now respawning.
Watch out, but
look at how quick this Rosh drops. Are they thinking about it? There is a rocket onto XZ, a warning shot from Universe, and then they jump in. The Rosh will end up going down.
Cheeky's on the other side, though.
He rolls the other direction. The backup does come from Cheeky, but at the same time, they're giving up the Aegis against Sumail. That's a track kill for a lot of heroes. They look to jump in the pit with the Familiar. It's too late. Track is there on Fear, though. Double stun. So they have another snowball. 3 seconds. Looking for the TP out. He will make it. Arteezy struts down mid. Looking swag as ever as he looks to clear out this wave, possibly even threaten the high ground a bit, but CDEC do grab
they don't have the glyph once again.
Uh-oh, this is a lot of damage to be given up freely. Can they even slightly punish it? That Aegis still has quite a bit of time on it.
This is much more damage.
CDEC did get the gold, but EG got closer to the big objective coming from behind now. It's the bounty hunter of Garter. They've been giving a lot of these birds away, actually. I feel like
control has to be a little bit better.
5 or 6 go down. And Arteezy looking for even more. Can they engage? Track goes out, but it's on the hero that's the hardest to bring down. They open wounds Arteezy again, just trying to slow him, but they don't want to fight into this Aegis. The problem is they may not have a choice. There's the eggs. This could be the item now they're looking to set up. They want to bring him down once, probably without using that ultimate if possible. but Cheeky is going to end up getting caught out here, focused, and brought down. He doesn't have the buyback ready, and now time for round 2. Artur unloads the Spirit Bomb and rushes in. They swap back Q. They're going to get a 2-for-1. All of a sudden, EG, they farm up another round of familiars, almost entirely cleaning them out, and it's aggressive, charging in, looking to man fight the Shadow Fiend. Does he? No, he runs, he turns tail, gets spanked by Arteezy on the way out. They lose another. They don't have the Lena buyback. They've lost the Lena for X here, and they're not done just yet. They track and rush forward looking for more Universe, getting caught up. 4-step up to the high ground, tries to retreat, instead he turns on PPD. They can't even kill him up.
Oh, Aggressive alone.
And Aggressive has no rage. He does have the armor, but that's it. Can they hunt him down? Juking around the trees, here, there, swinging back, but PPD has a swap in 8 seconds. He's looking to go and gets off the stun. Rage still cooling out, snowball through, onto 2. They need more firepower, it seems, though. The Shadow Fiend too much work. Aggressive to the left, to the north. He's got to get the hell out of here, needs to retreat.
You've got an armor toggle for your life.
Barely. Silence still running. He does end up escaping enough here. Maybe they get at least a track kill out of this. PPD's there. He's got the swap ready. That's the gem saved. And it's PPD. Oh, almost out. EG head onto their gem. They hang onto their Arteezy. They get the Rex. And they get a hell of a lot of gold out of that.
Them knowing that they couldn't win the fight without it, but this might be their opportunity.
Quick blink out, Sumail ready with the reactions. They do get the open wounds off on Universe.
Oh, the
Cogs and shards. Everybody trapped in all kinds of weird places. But Universe gets swapped out. Will be kept alive. The Doom committed onto Shiki, who got up his BKB. As Arteezy runs in, starts laying into Q. Quickly gonna bring him down, and now looking for more. They get the stun off on Aggressive. Surrounded and beaten down. He'll fall as well. They jump onto Garner. Looking for him too. EG. Clean out 3. And it might be Familiars fest the after course here. Dinner. Perhaps not enough. No, they're gonna let the Familiars go. Mercy for those. Perhaps not for XZ though. It's gonna be 3-on-1, maybe 4-on-1 as they jump up. Do they go straight for that second lane? No, they can't. There's tier 2s. Instead, they'll take the range. No, they're going straight for the throne. EG looking for the killer instinct plays, trying to force out those buybacks. It's Lena against the world. Needs the Tusk to help her out. Fear's getting stunned by Familiars as he tries to join the squad, but it might be too late. EG onto the tier 4s. They'll bring those down as well. A win here. They're into the top 3. Looking for the repeat. Another huge Valve event with a slightly tweaked roster. Many doubted them, but EG are showing they just need this one trifled with. There is a track on Universe right now. They snowball in. CDEC not giving up the goose just yet. XZ trying to hang on Arteezy. The tank, the linchpin in the front lines. He's way too big. He beats down XZ. They doesn't have the BKB. Laguna, they got him. They actually managed to slay the beast. And now Sumail jacked up as well. Has EG overextended. This could be huge. PPD on the run, popping the dust. That trick worked last time. It won't this time around as Fear will fall.
This might be 5 heroes with track.
This could be 5. My goodness, CDEC.
Wait for the track.
Give up the stun. The track. They got him too. PPD dead as well. It's a wipe. Looking back at it, Blitz, now that we may have like a moment here to catch our breath, hopefully. Do you think it was just a straight up blunder to go for the tier 4? Should they have backed earlier, or because they could have gone tier 2s? They could have just pushed out the lanes, played it very safely. We might have a fight. Snowball onto Fear. They look to jump. Cheeky's there as well. Does he want to commit that Laguna on this hero? Doesn't seem to. Arteezy is still on the track. He pops the BKB, and they look to bring out Cheeky. Laguna already engaged, and Cheeky is going to go down. That's just the Aegis, but they also lose their gem. The Bounty Hunter dead. Aggressive Doom kept out of the fight. He doesn't have buyback. It's going to turn into a 2v5 between the Doom, the dead Lita, who's only now respawning, looking to engage into this one. The light's still out of the picture. The Bounty Hunter dead as well. Q,
you have to win this fight.
To run, to hide. There's no escape from Arteezy. XC rolling out of the cogs, likely to be next. He snowballs. He gets the uppercut off. No escape. And Cheeky even pops his head out of the base. That's a bold move. Tier 2.
Oh, Universe
actually still up, but they're going deeper. They're looking for the kills. No, back to the throne. Back where they started. And EG have done it. They take out CDEC, their arch nemesis, 2-0. In a total reversal from the first time these teams met on the main stage of TI5.
And even though this game wasn't as clean as game 1, where that felt more like a draft loss, this felt more like a complete team win.
It really did. Everyone did their job. They put Sumail on a less comfortable hero, but he got the dooms he needed later on in the game, and they had great defensive swaps. Yeah.